Look at that. It's not even open, and I'm on air. Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Amazing Scale Modelers Across the Pond Hangout. Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, interests, genres, and skill levels who like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and share one another's scale modeling achievements. Currently, Amazing Scale Modelers of being the only of its kind, I think, on Google Plus. We accept all the refugees of scale modeling. We'll do plastic, we'll do wood, we'll do paper, we'll do any kind of sci-fi, even galleon ships, as well as cars, trucks, and armor. So we do it all. I think we try to do it all. Let's see. Today is a late October day, coming to be a late October day for us here in the Northern Hemisphere, and winter is coming. So next time you see me, I might be darker because we're going to be rolling our clocks back in the first weekend of November. But then again, that's when our next hangout is. So anyway, time for modeling and time to talk modeling. How you doing, Heath?
Very well, thank you, Jack. And good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Still a very still. I swear to God, it's still a flaming cold. The most coldest spring I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. That's how cold it is.
It's just.
How cold is cold to you? How cold is cold to you?
Well, let's put it this way: it was 14 degrees Celsius today.
That's what do you say there, Jim?
Fairly mild by our standards.
40, 50 degrees, something like that. That's good. Okay.
We only had one really warm day, and that was Thursday, and that was we actually cracked the 30-degree mark on a Thursday, and then it went down again.
We got close to 30 degrees 30 degrees Celsius just last week, and now it's cold.
4 degrees Celsius this morning here. So
it took a swing. Anyway, talk about the weather. Talk about your modeling.
Yes. Well, I have done some more work on my Formula One car.
Oh, nice. Oh, this is exciting.
I've managed to do. I did the cockpit to the cockpit today, and the front forks today. I also. All right, who's that going?
Nobody.
You probably saw on the G Plus site that I finished I haven't finished my Bandai wiring yet. I've still got to put those blast pipes on. Whoever came up with that bloody idea of putting pipes onto a Y-wing. Oh.
I wonder why. The British Empire was a big place, and they did take the word "bloody" to all parts of the world, but not quite to the States. I don't know why.
It's just
independence before we could get it, ingrained.
It is so
bloody pipes. Bloody pipes. That's actually. I'm actually getting a visual of this.
It is so. Can we get back to what I was talking about?
Okay, somebody's got feedback. I think it's going to be Lou for the time being.
Hang on.
Okay, there you go. Okay, that was Lou was feeding back on you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's so fiddly. It's just so fiddly. It's not funny.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely fiddly.
What's fiddly about it?
It's just where you have to put the pipes. Some of the pipes don't go in the right way, and sometimes you get the pipes the wrong way. And I'm like going, oh, why did I ever decide to get this blasted model? I should have just stuck with my cars, and that's it.
Just stick with your cars, and that's it, huh? Okay.
But
you should expand your horizons. That's what the hobby's about. So
well, let's put it this way. I've got about 4 Star Trek, well, actually 5 Star Trek kits, plus the 350 refit, which I've got to start sometime soon.
You're crazy enough. You don't need to do that. So
he must be crazy. But the one thing that surprised me about the Bandai Y-wing and the NPC wiring that I did. The size comparison is marginal. I mean, the one it's not marginal, but I think it's great. It's because well, hang on, I'll just get it, and you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay. Da na 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 da na na da na 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 da 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 da.
All right, that's enough.
You can
Now,
hear me. I thought you could only hear me with the headphones.
this is that's the MPC wiring.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the MPC wiring. This is the one from Return of the Jedi. This is a 1/48. This is a 1/48 scale.
I would love to have that. That'd be nice.
This is the 1/72 scale wiring.
Oh, well,
From Bandai.
they look like the same size.
No, they're not. I'm about to show you the difference here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Bandai, MPC. Look at the difference. Look at the size difference.
Yes.
Very, very different. I mean, I thought this thing was small. And then I saw this. And I saw this one. I'm going, damn, that is small. So, yeah. But I couldn't believe the actual size of it. I mean, this is this is what I'm talking about. See, there's the pipes there.
Oh, yes.
I still have not been able to finish like the bits here and the bits on. Oh, you stupid piece of! You know what? Another bit of trouble about this is these bits here that cover over the main engine. They won't stay on.
Oh, stay on.
Well, let's put it this way. I was watching when I was making this. I was watching Battlestar Galactica, the reimagined Battlestar. And I'm going, shit, if I'm having this much trouble with this, just imagine how much trouble I'm going to be having with the Galactica. So, but I have started.
After that.
Oh. I did start. Actually, another model I did start today.
If I can make a remark about the Y-wing, from what you're showing, like the pipes and things were exposed. What kind of astonished me, they shot down more of the TIE fighters than they shot one of those down. Those things look so vulnerable, don't you think?
Actually, these things are very. What I've read about these ships in the Star Wars universe, they are the toughest.
The body panels have been removed. I do know that the body panels were removed.
These were the toughest ships. Next to the X-wing. Okay. So yeah, and just bear with me.
All right, we'll bear with you, and as we bear with you, we're going to go over to Randall. How you doing, Randall? You've got the attic open.
Yeah. Our cat is up there exploring.
Shut the hatch now. Just shut the hatch now. They make good potpourri after a while, you know.
Oh yeah. I would have to open the hatch sometime anyway. You know, if only to get it in there myself. Actually, it's doing a pretty good stand-in for a 1/1 scale Forbidden Planet.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, well, so now we got Heath back in order. How you doing, Heath?
Yep, I've also started my Viper.
Yes, you started your Viper. As in Australia, it's not a Viper; it's a Viper. So.
I call it a colonial Viper. Okay.
I'm not picking on you because I dislike you. I'm just picking on you because I'm punchy right now.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got a coffee too, so just be careful.
All right. So
now the one question I have. What color is it actually? Is it a light grey or is it a white?
I'd say an off-white, a dirty white, like off-white.
I
Yeah,
went
because
with.
They were probably a very bright white when they're brand new off the assembly line, but with weathering and whatnot, that just kind of gone into an off-white. I would say that would be my opinion.
yeah. Because I tried to paint this light grey and it didn't turn out. Let's
It
put it this
doesn't
way:
look like it. Yeah.
the primer was. I could see the primer,
Uh-huh.
so it looks like I might have to bring out the. I did the cockpit though. Well, I mean, there's the screen there
Uh-huh.
and the
Oh, nice.
joysticks.
Nice. That's actually a nice kit to light up with that screen. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've started that. I've been rather
So
busy.
which kit is that?
The Mobius.
Mobius.
Mobius. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Okay. If you're showing me that, I am definitely going to light that cockpit for sure.
I wish I had the flaming bloody tools to light it. I
Right.
would.
Uh-huh.
But no, I've been busy, just building kits, trying to finish off kits,
Uh-huh.
and starting kits. So,
Uh-huh.
but I'll show you this. This is how it's going to look. Well, this is part of how it's going to look when it's all finished. So, hang on, I'm trying to get it on the camera here. So there you go. That's what. So this is all together. That's.
Uh-huh.
It's not. It test fits fine. I mean, I'll do a test fit now and then, and it fits perfectly. It's just I've got a few more parts to put on it, and then I can glue the canopy on, and then do the dreadful decals. So, ugh.
All right. Well, keep
But
at
that's
it.
it for me.
Keep at
Yep,
it.
that's it for me.
Keep at it. You're doing a pretty good job. So let's go back to the cat hatch. How you doing? And see what the cat hatch man
The
is.
cat hatch?
This here, Heath.
Oh,
Our
entrance.
cat's in a hiding place when when life gets in trouble him, he just goes up into the stack. I think in a previous life he was a modeler.
You know something, Randall? You could use that as the entrance to the Millennium Falcon if you wanted to.
Or he can put unwanted relatives up there as well. So
Yep. There you go.
So Randall, what are you building now? What's your building?
Something black and furry coming down there. Let me know. That'll be the cat wanting out again.
The cat's coming down again.
Still working on the lifeboat.
Oh, for God's sake, Randall.
Got some decals on it now.
That is so fun.
You have been working on that thing for months.
No, well, have you? Have you? It's just the first time I'm seeing it.
Oh,
It's
I've been working on it since March, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
On and
Every
off.
time I've been on a hangout, he's been working on that. Like, even when we're not doing the across the pond or something like that, he's always been working on that. Just like I've been working on my cars and stuff like that. So
There's
Just not this is a off subject because I don't know if it's off subject because it's a boat kit. Is there such a thing as perhaps luxury yachts available too?
Yes.
so much. Yeah, I think there's Revell do a couple of those big power boats.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few out there. Not a lot, but there's a few.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the luxury yachts. You know that.
Well, I know.
Lindbergh
I know
make
the
a whole
Kiwi-
Chris Craft series.
Okay, crisscross. Okay,
Hmm.
all right.
Well,
just curious.
I know that Revell make the Queen Mary too, and they also do the do the Kiwi too,
Mm-hmm.
and I
They're
think
building-
Titanic Airfix do Titanic, Revell do Titanic. Every model company has a flaming Titanic in their flaming.
Yeah. And I think Zavesta does some of the feed ship models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so to continue on with your boat there, that's it's not a towboat. That's what kind of a boat is that?
It's a lifeboat.
A lifeboat. Okay.
It's for search and rescue at sea.
Okay.
This particular one is based at a town called Port Rush, which is just next door to our town. We live in Port Stewart, and I got talked into building this as a raffle prize for raising funds for the lifeboat crew.
Oh, very cool. That is really cool. Yeah.
These things go out in days where seagulls will.
Yes.
To rescue silly people that get themselves stuck out and get stuck in the water, get shipwrecks, stuff like that. And they're all volunteers.
How did you come across being commissioned something like that?
Well, it was a friend of mine. She's in the sort of like the fundraising committee for the lifeboat crew, and she knew I was a modeler, and she asked, "Does anyone do a model of a lifeboat?" And I said, "Yeah, perfect, do." And that was me caught hit by an sinker.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just happened to know there was one for sale in a model shop in Belfast, so I got it off down, bought it, brought it up, started working on it, and this is it so far. I have there's like masts and stuff to be done here. There's even a smaller inflatable lifeboat that's carried on the back of it.
Nice.
That is small. That is small.
Little Zodiac, yeah.
It's on the top of that. And it even comes with a crane that sits here to lift the Zodiac into the water.
Okay.
And the railings and everything else, and I have another 2-3 weeks to finish it before the auction.
Okay.
So there might be parts of it still drying by the time I carry it around to the auction.
Yeah, that sometimes happens that way. Yeah.
Here's your auction prize. Please don't touch this part. It's still drying.
Oh, it doesn't.
It's still drying.
It doesn't take too long to dry unless you're using. You use acrylics anyway, don't you?
I use entirely acrylics purely for the fine drying. So when it comes to painting with the brush and the fine detail, the acrylics can tend to dry a bit too quick.
So
just a little.
Here and you get brush marks in it, but I'm restricting that to the very small details. Like the stuff where brush marks wouldn't even be seen. And what's Heath doing? Oh yeah, he's polishing his aviators. Yeah.
I am polishing my sunglasses.
I thought you were just breathing heavy because we're talking about modeling. So.
No. Keep your mind out of the gutter.
Well, it was your mind that got there
first. Get started soon. I have 6 weeks to do this. And is build one of these.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, Lancaster.
Hanley Page, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
Whitney. Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was Lancaster.
Medium twin-engine bomber that predated the Lancaster.
Yeah.
It was in the first couple of years of the war before the Lancaster took over.
Yeah, I'm always the one that gets mixed up.
Well, it looks like a Lancaster because it's got twin tails. That's where the confusion arises.
Yeah, that's it. It's also like the guns and everything like that.
I'm building that for the Christmas competition for the Ulster Aviation Society that I'm in. We do the last meeting of the year is before Christmas, and we have a photographic and modeling competition, and that'll be my entry this year. Last year it was the Typhoon, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
Heath, if you're having fun with that Bandai Y-wing, That would be great practice for doing an Airfix Typhoon.
Oh, for God's sake. I've got 3 air... Look, Randall, I've got 3
If you can
Airfix
do that,
kits
why
down here.
won't the Typhoon will be a doddle? I assure you.
Oh, a doddle?
Yeah,
Excuse me,
doddle.
I'm still trying to work out how to put my Flaming Saber together because the Flaming... Oh, that's another story entirely. I call Airfix not fitting, poorly made, and just that saber is flammably giving me a goddamn headache. It doesn't matter what I do. Doesn't matter what I do. I keep on flaming. I change things. The body just doesn't want to go together. I put it back to the way it was. Body doesn't want to go together.
It's clear.
I have a couple of them in stash. I'll have a go at making one and see where the problems are. And
I'm about to throw it. Let me put it this way. I'm about to throw it.
It's clear I don't have the 7 seconds, broadcast 7 seconds feature, so sorry. Anyway, the Airfix has improved, though. After a certain date, I understand they have retooled a lot of their kits.
within the last 5 to 10 years, yeah, they have come on quite a long way.
Okay.
Heath's little problem with the saber aside, if you take your time and make sure there's no seams or anything out there, they seem to have started using that high pressure building system that even with new parts they seem to leave lots of flash and stuff like that, which I had problems with.
No. Oh.
Okay, Heath, yeah.
Randall, how about if I send you the saber? You try and fix it.
I have 2 stash, mate. I don't need another one. If I fix the 148 scale one, yeah, then I'll buy it. Yeah.
All right.
I had the same trouble with my Aston Martin. That was Airfix, and I built 2 of those, and that didn't even. And that the second and the first one didn't even fucking bloody make it all the way. And then I had 2 Spitfires. Guess what? They didn't work out either. I guess I'm just I guess me and Airfix are like chalk and cheese. Throw them.
Cheese. Okay, that's an interesting analogy. So would that be all, Randall? Is that what you're doing as the lifeboat?
Yep, that's it. That's
Okay,
my project at the minute.
Very cool. So you can mute yourself there, Lou. See if your sound is working good. Oh, it is sounding good. We can't hear you. Boy, already in retirement.
So much better when you can't hear me, huh?
There you go. That's
Well, it'll last for a few seconds and then it'll cut out. So enjoy me while you can.
okay. What do you got going?
Working on Excelsior.
Ooh.
Mm.
Is this the new kit?
Yes, this is the new version, and I am excuse me. I am making up painting masks for.
Now you cut
He
out.
needs to learn.
If I may recommend, this is what I use. This is a Yamaha, and this was given to me by. Listen to this.
My problem is I've got an integrated microphone camera that it wants to default to, and that's what it's cutting. That's what's cutting off.
I see.
I tried using an external microphone, and
this works. This works like a gem. This is a speaker mic combination. It does cut out feedback from my end.
I'll see if I can go. I'll see if I can find one. But I tried plugging in a headset mic, and it wouldn't let me.
Okay. So we'll also.
Did you have a USB? Did you have a USB microphone once?
Me?
Yeah.
No. When I started the shows, I used a laptop and the laptop's camera mic, which the camera was not a good one. Then I got the camera, and then Phil, who I don't know what happened to, gave this to me to broadcast. So I don't have to wear
I may
headphones.
see if I can find something like that, because I'm stuck with the built-in, and this computer's starting to age out, I'm afraid.
Right. This isn't stereo, but it sure works.
Oh, sure, you don't need stereo.
That's right. Yeah.
Lou,
Having Heath complain in stereo is kind of crazy too.
Yeah, you don't need two of those.
I'm sorry.
what is this? Pick on Heath night.
Now it's Pick on Heath Day.
Week, year, lifetime. Go ahead.
I may be small, but I got a big stick.
You're alone.
Okay, so what's going on?
Well, like I said, mostly I'm working on Excelsior and the house.
And the house.
And
Okay. Oh yes. That's a big kit. It just cut out. Yeah. That's a really big kit. Everybody cut out for me.
He needs to learn sign language.
I only know a couple of gestures. That's it.
I'll get the flags out and start doing semaphore.
All right, so you're doing masks for that. That's going to be a big job too. I don't know. You're experienced at it. Is that a big job to you, or is that something that you can
Well,
get done quick?
I have masks for the Enterprise B, so what I'm doing now is just adapting them to the Excelsior.
Shortcuts.
What's the difference between the AMT Excelsior and the Polar Lights?
Nothing. Well, that's not
Nothing.
That's not true. It's basically the same company now.
Whatever.
But they did retool some parts, like you can build the Excelsior shuttle bay.
Oh, nice.
And they never had that before.
And I noticed they have a few bits for the saucer section too.
Well, they retooled the saucer section, tops and bottoms.
There he goes again. He is having no luck. No luck whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he's back. The gap on the saucer section has been fixed between the top and bottom. That was a huge gap before. And they gave you the option for the impulse to swap that out between the Excelsior NX and the NCC. And they also give you both sets of decals for NX and NCC. So it's several changes.
Oh, cool.
It's a much better kit now.
Okay. Lots of things going on in retirement then.
Yes, very busy.
Very cool. Got no time for nothing.
No time for nothing.
Using a double negative.
Yeah.
No time. Okay. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. I'm getting farther along. I've got the back part of the head installed now. And so the back of the skull is now in. I'm in the process of gap filling.
Ooh. It looks like your T-Rex has some sort of skin condition.
Yeah, I know. And working on the lower jaw.
Okay. Very cool.
That's looking amazing, James.
So the teeth are separate then?
No, the teeth were all part of the jaw when you printed
really?
them.
Oh, okay.
And,
Do I have time to give my teeth?
yeah. So this is sort of.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. That's a nice, big, healthy, substantial kit that you're printing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's the right size.
I would hate to be on the receiving end of one of those if they were alive today. I would hate to be on the receiving end of a T-Rex.
And working on the spine.
So nice.
Oh,
And
wow.
are those all individual vertebrae, or are those printed together?
This part here is are sub-assemblies.
Okay.
They're sub-assemblies for this part.
Okay.
But once I get to the tail, it's each individual vertebrae.
To the tail. You would think that would be in one piece.
No, it's not.
And we
I
never heard from
have-
James again.
All these bags are all the individual vertebrae, all numbered, so I can keep track of them.
Oy.
Wow.
And you bought stock in S.C. Johnson, who makes the Ziploc bags. I see you bought
Yeah.
stock. Okay.
And we never heard from James again.
I hope there's not an accident at his house where the police come and find bags of bones like that. All carefully labeled as vertebrae.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Frost. This is Canadian Police Department. Can you explain this?
We've had reports of missing children.
So that's where I'm at with this right now. And it's just taking some time to get all the gap filling and then start assembling sub-assemblies.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, okay. That seems it's like a Sunday evening, kind of a little lazy today. I don't know. It's the weather. It's the weather.
Yeah.
It's cold in Australia and it's cloudy over here. And and Lou is building a room. I mean, how gloomy can you get?
Yeah. Yeah. He's wanting to rain. Yeah.
So, how do you like the new logo?
I think it looks
Love
nice.
it.
Very sweet.
Love it.
Very sweet. Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm actually quite pleased with it. We're going to use this on broadcast, and of course, when I post the Hangouts, they'll have their own individual, like the ones you've seen already. But I like
I will say this, Jack.
Mhm.
Your other half, very talented.
Which half is that?
The better half of the worst half.
Oh, I have a better half? Oh, yes, you're right, I do. Yes, he does a very good job, and I just got online today, and I got a couple of compliments from it. One from Tony. You know who Tony is. I got to tell Matt that he highly likes this. This is very much up Tony's alley. And
I like the.
Matt's was sort of like, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I think it would be kind of cool. I have it dimmed down a little bit, though. I can brighten it up. I should brighten it up a little bit. But if I brighten up, my camera blurs it out. So it's
I like the
Tony.
neon. I like the
The
neon,
neon.
like the on air and the Hangouts.
Right. Yep. Yeah, he's really cool. He's really creative that way. And then you have the Earth, and then of course the eclipse sun for both the Across the Pond and the Sunday Hangout. That's pretty cool too. So that's
From day to night.
That's what's new today. And also what's new today, I've gone to the doctor and I've gotten some medication. I am feeling so much better these days. I've got a lot more energy. And I have been modeling in the past 2 weeks after work. I'm not sitting like a lump like I was before. And here's my Shelby GTO.
Ooh, very
This-
nice. Very nice.
Sub-assembly is already completed. All it needs is the body.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I like the way the dash is done.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Oh,
I just love the.
Clear instrument dials or
no, actually, I didn't even include them. I'm going to take pictures, and they're so far back there. I'm not going to. Once the body is on, you're not going to be able to see.
Alright.
There we go. See, if you look where the speedometer is, I didn't put them in.
Oh yeah.
Ah, right.
Those are just too far back, and
Well, you're not going to see him.
Right. So I should take pictures at this stage anyway, because this is a pretty cool stage. And the wheels, I don't know if I could get. I should take pictures of this too. But there's a brake disc in there. Okay, and another brake disc was a hole that I had to drill out because it was filled with glue.
Oh,
And
dear.
then there were these metal pins. So the rim actually came in 3 parts. The rim, there was a axle insert, and then there was a metal pin that had a head on it. It almost looked like a nail that came through the insert, and then it sticks into this brake disc. And the wheels are supposed to turn. They're not going to turn. They're not going to turn. So I just glued them on and called it a day because I don't think they've been able to come up with a design. I don't think any scale model company has come up with a design that works and makes and it's easy to put together. So don't glue here, don't glue here, and that's, I don't know, I just glued it on and called it a day. So
It's bull, absolute bull.
Right. So if you have a crooked shelf, it's going to roll off, and I've had models that did that would roll off the shelves. So at least one wheel should be glued.
Well, my daughter's Camaro has lost its front left wheel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during the move, mind you.
Are you sure?
I told her to be careful with it. What's she do? She picks it up and just goes, boom, in the box. I'm going, great, there goes the front wheel.
No, you're not telling the whole story. I heard you swallowed it.
Jack, I love you. I love you like a brother, but I'll tell you what, Jack, you keep going, and I'll be sending my lawyer.
You'll be hitting me like a brother too, then, huh? Okay. Well, anyhow,
I'm getting a Jackie Gleason vibe.
Moving on, as you all well know, I was lazy to set up my airbrush, and I hand brushed my body. Listen to this, the car's body. And when I was putting the windows in, right here, let's see if it's going to focus on the hood. The spot right here, that glue dropped on, and I picked it off like a pimple, and it made a crater, a paint crater.
Ooh.
So I filled it in, and I didn't like it. I sanded it down, didn't like it, and I found out with Vallejo paints, if you get your airbrush thinner and brush it on like paint, you can smooth out the tough edges. And you can see it just barely if you know where to look. But it's actually fixed up very nice. So I'm ready to put on some, there's like turn signal lights that need to be put on, and there's tail lights I need to put on. And I found something picked up at a local hobby shop that had no label on it. I asked the owner, is this paint? I needed white paint at the time. And he says, no, that's actually a high gloss coat. I'm like, ooh. And I make a little test on it. And it is pretty high gloss. So the floor wax that I've been using, the acrylic floor wax I've been using, is a semi-gloss, which is fine. But I want this to shine a little better. And I think that will be the ticket. Now, I am going to use Keith's technique of using a very small brush like this to apply it.
Good man. You took my advice.
Yeah, I'll be doing that, but I got to put on a coat before I put the decals on. So where's a sheet of decals? There it is. I'm as organized as any modeler would be. So here's a decal sheet, and even the disc brakes had decals. It's like, why even bother decaling them? Because I'm talking up here.
Paint them.
You don't see them.
No, you don't see them. No. So
you don't see them.
What color stripe you thinking of using? The black or the silver?
Silver. I think silver, because I painted the front end. There's a front end piece on the hood that's separate. That's a separate piece.
Ah, yes.
And that's silver.
Make it silver.
Yeah, I'll be making it silver. Also, I'm kind of proud of my windshield wipers. This is actually pretty well detailed.
Look at that.
It's good. It's too much light. There we go. And you can see the black of the blades.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see the smudges that I was using tweezers that didn't have rubber tips on it. So That was kind of
Well,
stupid.
see, that's why I have my lamp facing up, so
Yeah.
I can actually show my lovely models.
Well, you know something though. Okay. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. This is what I use for my studio lighting. That's my
Hey,
Ooh, yeah.
that's my studio lighting, and I need to
and
put on.
there's that unfinished Ducati.
I need to get parchment paper to cover the opening so it diffuses the light better. So, because you see it go back, it's dark. Forward, it's light. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, and I'm you know what? I'm glad I'm doing things now and getting this done because I'd like to move on.
And we're glad to hear that you're feeling better, Jack.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I am certainly feeling better.
Back
So,
to your painful self.
yeah. So this thing I found out, the airbrush thinner for the acrylic, kind of dissolves the surface.
Oh,
And it does kind of a little streaky. I think it comes up on camera right about this far from my light.
Mm.
It comes out streaky, but I would expect that to even itself out once I put the gloss on.
yes.
So I think I'm learning a few things here. Have any of you come across something that's like, oh, I got to fix this and I got to find a way, and you're desperately finding a way, and you find something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is it, Jim, that you found that works for you fixing a problem?
Well, if you're talking paint and that, I like using, especially with acrylic, making sure you put some retarder in it to slow it down, so then it gives it more time to level out, so that it's not drying too quickly.
I see. Okay. I can't say I had that problem with painting this body because I did thin the paint. I used the model paint, not the airbrush paint. I did thin it though. I thinned it a little too much at first, but that's what I found. Doesn't in fact, it dries too slow. So retarder does.
Yeah, I've been using this. I've been even with hand brushing. I've been using the golden airbrush medium, and I find it's good for thinning the acrylic paint down. Plus, it injects a bit of a retarder to do it too. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. The airbrush thinner does the same thing on Vallejo. Okay. Yeah. You're right about it evening out because I don't see any textured paint strokes in my paint. It's just the surface tension of the paint that's uneven because of the added airbrush thinner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it does work. It works. How about you, Randall? Did you find anything that works for you that you fix a mistake?
Offhand, not much at the minute. I'm just trying to think of anything that I actually did recently. Yeah.
Well, Randall doesn't make mistakes, so.
I've gotten that impression.
Plenty of mistakes.
They're all happy little accidents.
I've got that impression. He makes no mistakes. He's a good after all.
I find a coat of clear fixes a lot of things because of its self-leveling properties.
David, who joins us Sunday night, he did a video of Mr. Glue. He's a glue manufacturer, and I would look onto his Google Plus community, David Stahl, Stahl. He has a video of this guy who makes glue, and he tells you the differences between them. It's a very informative video if you're in scale modeling and using the glues. So how about you, Lou? I understand you had an adhesion problem at one time with your masks.
Well, that was I changed the material on that, and it didn't have. Now I don't have that.
And he's gone again.
Yep, and the feedback is gone too.
This is really annoying. Sorry, guys. I find that when if I do a lot of brush painting, if I spray a dust coat over it, it does the same thing that Randall was talking about as far as leveling in and minimizing a lot of brush strokes.
Dusting in. What's dust? What does that mean? Yep. It's only when he talks.
Much the same as putting a clear coat over it.
Oh,
Only
okay.
It's called dust. It's an acrylic, like a flat acrylic.
I see.
And especially
gone again.
Especially if I've done a lot of mixed medium where I airbrush some and hand brush some, it will unify them a little bit more to make the hand brushing look more airbrushed.
Okay.
I'm still here. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna look for some eye candy here.
That's our tip of the day.
So it's that time for eye candy. I've never seen as Mazda as being something to build, but apparently somebody else does. Very cool.
Likes the
This
stick.
is from Ben. I think it's pronounced Yagi. Yagi.
They made a figure of the Stig.
The what?
The Stig.
You got Stig there, yeah.
Yeah. Top Gear Stig.
I don't know if that's a generic figure or what.
I don't think it's part of the kit.
Some say he's made completely of styrene.
All we know is he's called the Stig.
That is a really nice finish.
Yeah, it's a nice scale finish. It doesn't look like a toy, and it doesn't look overdone.
Yeah,
Right.
This is the one he was talking about where he wanted this model car and it wasn't all, as he called, tuned up, so it didn't have any sport additives to it. It was just straight stock.
It's got to be Alclad on the rims.
I can't zoom. I hate that feature. I can't zoom.
Well, I can't talk half the time, so you know.
What I like here is he's got his that's not a crack. It's, I guess, the space between the door and the body.
That's the door jam, yeah.
It's not very cool. He did a good job of putting a shadow in there. Ooh, I wish I could buy the car. Nice.
It looks like the heating elements in the rear window are molded in. That's a neat feature I've never seen.
Right here?
Like the defrosters there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the windows I have here on the GT Shelby has similar, but it doesn't have the defroster, but it's around the window.
Uh-huh. I wonder if that's
nice touch.
Yeah, it's a very nice
touch. It's a very tiny, delicate feature. Really cool. Oh wow! I like the way he's got the light coming off the windows on this shot.
Mm-hmm.
It gives it some sense of scale. Very nice.
Yeah, I think you could just get up to it and climb into it and drive off of it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, one of these days I'll get to be like where did Heath go?
He just dropped out there.
Huh.
Well, let's talk about him while he's away.
You're going very quiet.
He'll never watch the repeat of this.
I don't know. It was time to give him a run for his money. is so excited. But we love him. He's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got another car here. This is the hobby design. I don't know why Mr. and Mrs. Design named him Hobby.
I don't know why they named him Design.
Well, that's the surname, isn't it?
I've heard of people named Hobie before.
But this is looks like a ABS kit. It has a translucent property to it. It doesn't look like styrene.
No, they're 3D printed. It looks like it's resin printed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I bet you
Look at
it
that.
was the sport add-ons were 3D printed for a stock car.
Wow. Yeah, this looks more like it's printed. Yeah, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the
like you can buy those fiberglass kits.
Yeah, fiberglass kits.
See, 'cause it looks like it's just a new front end and a new spoiler and stuff.
Oh. Yeah. How isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you don't get that kind of detail on a.
Sharp edges. I think that painting that would be a nightmare, though.
That just looks mean.
Yeah, it does.
I was going to say it looks like one of those Japanese samurai warrior helmets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would look really mean in black.
I like the yellow. Black, yeah. Midnight black, sure. It's got some.
Normally I would go in for yellow for cars, but that looked good in yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I shared was a 124 Verus Mitsubishi EVO 9. It's in Roman numerals. Wide body kit, resin and PE plus decals plus metal parts. And this is something that he sells. And I put it under discussion. He should say it under sell and trade. But high detail 3D printed resin wide body, high detail 3D printed resin wheels and tires, high detail PE detail parts, and high detail for decals or decals. Here's another picture I could share. If he's 3D printing these, then that would be pretty expensive, I would think. It'll take a long time to print these for people.
Mm-hmm.
But there it is. It does look like a kit, but he's got the parts to customize it. Is that's what he's doing here, isn't it?
I think he's starting off with a stock kit, and then adding making the add-ons to make the other model. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty clever. Let's see. Okay, I got to here, not there. Ooh. I'd love to be able to zoom in. These are very sharp edges. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. That is really, really nice. And I'm really aching for it to be lit because those are really nice headlight portals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a stock kit that he's customizing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the bolt heads on it.
You'd really go to town with the metallics on that.
Mm-hmm. So that was another share of the same thing as before. And our friend Neil Wooding, he posted some pictures of, oh gosh, this goes to his website. I can't do that. So I just want to show pictures. But if you go onto the community, you'll see pictures of his medical console and his basis pod.
Yeah.
Finished. And his look new, mine looks dirty. I'm going to redo it. I'm just going to try to make a very pristine diorama of it. But then again, I'm thinking if his storyline is they're at war, things will be kind of dirty, I think. You know, they won't have time to clean things and make things look pretty.
Other than something like a stasis pod, you'd want it as clean as possible, I would think.
Yeah, if this is supposed to be
That's who
like
I didn't
hospital
invite.
equipment, you're be clean.
Right. There was somebody missing. That was Bob. I thought there was someone missing, so I put an invite out to him, see if he comes in. But he had posted his Halloween build. But he's another one that sneezes and he builds a model. And here's his mummy.
Doesn't look anything like him.
I like to see Daddy. Yeah.
Gets his looks from his dad's side there.
I always love his background of his keyboard. Yeah, let's round out a keyboard and take a picture of it. Ooh!
Whoa.
Ooh, cool.
Get critters.
Uh-huh. I would be shocked too. Oh, nice. Very nice paint. That does look like gold. Oh, wow.
That would make a nice piece on its own.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's more intricate on the sarcophagus than it is on the mummy.
Yes, much more. And the colors are spot on. Curious, though, that's actually gemrock. Wouldn't it be, in reality, gemrocks? Semi-precious?
Yeah, they'd be using...
most of them were like, most of the sarcophagus were wood, and then they were gold leafed and paint.
Okay. Gold leaf. Gold leaf would be high technology to do. Well, that's the thing, though. The Romans had plumbing, indoor plumbing, and the Western world didn't catch up to that for another 500 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they uncovered a village, Stone Age village, in one of the Scottish islands that had its equivalent of indoor plumbing. And this was at least 2,000 or 3,000 years before the Romans.
Mm-hmm. But his paint is very good. I always enjoy his models because he has a certain painting techniques, very much like if you were talking about a Picasso or a Rembrandt. He certainly has his own style of paint. Mm-hmm. It's not super realistic, but it's almost like what's that movement called? Impressionist in a way.
Yeah.
I wish I could paint half as good as he does.
Yes, he has a very distinct style of paint, is my point, and he's really good at it. Yeah, so he's got the insert, the mummy that's all covered up, and the mummy that's shocked and surprised. I'm dead. Oh my God, I'm dead.
Don't close the lid yet.
Yeah. That is really good. So I guess he's not with us. I did invite him. Oh yes, he posts a lot of pictures, so we'll call it on that one. Really good job, Bob. Really good job. We haven't seen a truck in a long time. I'm going to share this because we haven't seen one. Gary, come on. Gary did this. And there she is. This sort of
nice.
looks like almost like from the 70s.
Ooh, I like the clean lines.
That's a log carrier. Yeah.
Yeah, extendable body.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Kenworth the cab.
West Coast logging.
I should say extendable trailer. Remember?
It looks like the back wheels can extend further out or retract a little closer because of wiring for the tail lights.
Yeah.
It's draped there.
Yeah. Depending on the size, your length of your logs.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Really, this is, I haven't seen one of these at all, a logger, but I haven't seen a truck in a long time. I would love to do a Peterbilt or maybe even a Kenworth.
That's a great color combination.
It is.
The grill looks like Kenworth.
I wonder if does he have more pictures of this? No, he only posted one. Oh, that's not good, Gary. You got to post more.
Tease. You tease.
It's a tease, all right.
You truck tease.
But that's good stuff, though. All right.
They say old truckers never die.
Did you drive truck there, Mr. Lou?
No. It's just the old joke about old truckers never die. They just get a new Peterbilt.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
Really thought you were going to say okay, every day. They just smell that way.
I come across a Albert Einstein quote. The difference between genius and stupidity is genius has a limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limits.
Okay, and okay, you were somewhere.
Seems to be no limit to stupidity.
Randall, so you're going to have to explain yourself here. Let me sure you posted this.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of work, but it's did nice.
Glasgow IPMS model show.
Yeah.
This is a diorama. I'm not sure what scale it was, but what you're looking at there, the ships behind it are 1/700th scale.
Oh my God. That is amazing. It's so small.
That's 350 scale or something even smaller, I'm not sure. But it's entirely scratch built.
Well, I would think so, because I don't think there's kits that small, especially those fish boats.
It's a very good water effect.
There should be, well, I had intended to have the next photograph a close-up of one of the activities going on shore, but Google Plus, in its usual way, completely scrambled them. This is 700 scale, and that's one of those wee rubber assault boats.
Yeah.
Between the carrier and the destroyer. Absolutely minute. And that's an escort carrier, I think. Not sure what class. Again, 1/700 scale.
Mm-hmm. Look, on this kit here, there's a water swell. Nicely executed. Yeah. Oh, and this is probably more my speed. I probably wouldn't put it on water, because water effects would be just a whole new dimension of modeling. But this is very good.
My lifeboat's going on a base, or like that. It's not going on a. That's the seascape or anything. That's really beyond my capabilities at present. These are all. Well, that's 700 scale there.
This is an old-time aircraft carrier, then.
That's an early aircraft carrier, yeah.
I think it's one of the U.S. Navy's first aircraft carriers. I can't remember the name, but I think it's pretty can't zoom in. The name's on the plaque there, on the base. Bottom of the picture there, but.
Yeah.
These U-boats. Wow.
RAF launches, they were used for search and rescue.
Carrier group.
a what if the Royal Navy back in the 60s had plans for a nuclear aircraft carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember what the name was, but that was what it would have looked like if it had been commissioned.
And the sea was as smooth as glass.
That is HMS Ocean. Oh, there's the diorama.
Sorry.
Sorry, that one's HMS Ocean.
Mm.
Not sure what the cruiser is beside it.
They named a ship the Ocean.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's the only aircraft carrier we have at present, so we might as well name it after something to do with the sea.
but how does that work when they call this is the ocean calling? This is the ocean.
This is the ocean. Mayday, mayday. This is the ocean.
Wait a minute. It's genius because if you put a shell up to your ear, you can hear it.
Oh God!
I could hear the ocean.
This is... Okay, here we let's. Oh, I love the photography on this. Get some sense of dimension here. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
I just wish I could have got more of the background objects in the focus as well there.
My hand hurts just looking at it.
That could mean a lot of things there, mister.
Well, I'm talking about cramping up to try to paint something that small.
Dig your hole a little deeper, why don't you?
You filthy
The figures
pig.
there are like 3 millimeters tall.
Look at the rigging.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. I wonder if that is thread.
If one of us could build one boat to that standard,
Yeah.
we consider ourselves pretty good. But this guy has done it again and again and again. A whole fleet of fishing boats.
All right. Oh, now you got the Shaun of the Sheep or something. Shaun of Sheep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Being attacked by a sheep.
The USS Oliver Hazard Perry.
Uh-huh.
That looks like a frigate.
Now I'm wondering. Now I realize why I can't actually see what I'm looking at here. I forgot to put the glasses on. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Some nice detail in those ships.
Oh, mini subs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very many subs. Looks like they had only one or maybe two very large payloads on these.
Yep. Two torpedoes.
This would be to sink the bigger boats, the bigger ships.
Yeah,
Okay.
usually in harbor.
They can quickly move through the water, get to their target, and shoot it, and quickly move away.
Yeah.
Maneuver the anti-torpedo nets and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, just by looking at it, you can tell its utility. You know, that's the thing about German design is just so amazing. You can see what it's for just by looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this.
Oh, that little Zodiac. Yeah.
It's just a lifesaver here is both orange and white. You know, I would that would make my eyes hurt, let alone my hands hurt. There, Lou. I'm nearsighted. I'd have to be right up against it to even see that, and I'm nearsighted. Yeah.
I think I
Everyone
need.
knows the orange and white.
I like that
tastes
one,
like
the tug, pushing the boat. Yeah.
I just thought it was just running into a wall. Okay.
It's pushing a hull. Yeah.
It's a plaque commemorating the time it crashed.
Yeah.
You do like a paint on the plaque, though?
And everybody's water's interpretation is a little different. Oh, I'm just looking at the background because I like the water swells here, not just the waves. Everybody's got a different interpretation of water here. I like it.
Excuse me. So I'm fighting off a cold here, so if my voice disappears, it's nothing to do with the mic.
That's okay. You won't be feeding back if your voice disappears. Oh, more U-boats.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, fairly modern stuff.
Yeah.
Delta class, and which one's that?
This, it's a good display. Wow. Look at that. Now, this is. I wonder what they do for framing their plaques or dioramas or their mounts. It looks like a lot of it that I've been seeing. It looks like picture frame material.
Yeah, probably is. There's also some that get them made specifically for the model.
Yeah, and they make the boards up and then router around the edges, and then
Right. I like to see a U-boat. Now I'm looking at this name. I like to see a U-boat that has the name Lady of Shalott. That would be a pretty harsh name for a U-boat, Lady of Shalott. But Cachalot, I wonder. U-boats didn't have too many markings. You can never really tell for whose navy they sailed for.
No, there's not much call for markings when you're dived.
True.
underwater. There's any markings, it's on the sail, and that's it.
Yeah. So I remember reading somewhere that U.S. Navy submariner crews, like what would you call them? Hunter-killer class submarines.
Yeah.
Like to sail up as close as they can to the Russian ones and take a photograph of the sail number underwater.
This looks like smaller than 72 scale, actually.
Yeah.
That is about 350 scale.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh. It just looks smaller. I don't know. More U-boats. Boy, there's a big fanhood about U-boats here. And I like the aircraft carriers the best. To me, they're interesting because there's just so much going on with them. And with the U-boats, it just looks like a, never mind, Jack, don't say. It's just very sleek and, very featureless because it's utility. It has to, sail through the water very cleanly. But I just like the variation that aircraft carriers give, and even battleships too. Boats like this.
That one fascinated me. It looked like it's a very tiny boat, but it has a huge helicopter on the stern.
Yeah.
And
somebody likes Diet Coke. I love the swells. That's another thing too. I've been noticing there's a lot of people, a lot of modelers who are doing the swells, and I like that because it's variation. To me, it gives it some level of reality to it. And it's how it would function, how it would look in the water, and in its function. Yeah. Look at the tiny seamen there, sailors. And it looks like that's a tugboat.
No cracks about the tiny seaman.
And I was about to congratulate Jack on a good save there, and that,
What's that?
I was about to congratulate you, Jack, on your save there after you mentioned Seaman, but then Lou stepped in. I'm like,
well, I think we're over 20 minutes. We've gone an hour and 20 minutes. This is probably one of the longest shows we've done, but there was just so much eye candy to catch up to. But we'll see what we can do tomorrow on the Sunday Hangout. Tomorrow, that will be 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And Yeah, we'll be back a couple of weeks. So we're settling into a season of modeling and the holidays and whatnot. Some things coming up. This month is the Halloween build. If you'd like to build something of fright, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be jack-o'-lanterns, witches, or even Draculas. It could be like the Mummy that Bob had built. So if you're interested, we would like to see your work. Do the work, and like to see it, and I'll try to get my car done so I could do other things. I'm sure you all being really tired of this. I am too. In the around in between in the holidays, we're thinking of doing dioramas. And take any model you've already built and put it into an environment. Or if you want to start over again with a new kit and do an environment for it, yeah, go for that. That's coming up throughout the end of the year. And on the American Thanksgiving holiday, that will be the last Thursday is Thanksgiving, last Thursday of November. So the following day, we're going to start the 4th annual 48-hour Hangout. That's something we're just going to start. It's not going to be broadcasted. It is going to be a Hangout that you all can be invited to, and I will put an invite once I open it. And you can stop by, say hello, and share some. And your identity will be safe with us if you don't like to be on broadcast Hangouts. And I hope to see everyone there from past as well as the present. So tomorrow again, we're going to have another scale modeling show, the Sunday Hangout. Join us. And until then, I'd like to say thank you to Heath, who had joined us and then conveniently left us. Maybe that's why I did what I did. Make him leave. But no, we love him. And thanks, Jim, for sharing your pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. T-Rex, yes.
T-Rex. The pterodactyl sounds better. I don't know. The spelling of it's kind of crazy, too. And thanks, Lou, for all the feedback we've been getting from you. Thanks for all the feedback we've been getting from you. So go to Best Buy and look this up. This is actually your computer will accept this, so we'll like this.
Okay, I will try.
And also, Randall, thank you for sharing. And I see the cat is still up in the attic.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, shut the door. And thanks for showing. This is your host, Scratchin' Jack. Thanks for hanging out with us. Happy modeling, everyone. So long.
Have a good day.